In 1996, there was a double disc anthology of your work, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, on Rhino Records. Did you feel it was definitive, and did it motivate you to take a break after it came out?
I think it was reasonably definitive within, what they wanted. I guess I more or less picked the songs out. But you have to understand, I've been motivated to take a break since 1965. I'm not a real ambitious person, especially since I can't write more songs than I get ideas for. So it doesn't do any good to have better work habits in creating those tunes, which is the thing that's really important to me job-wise.
Was there a period, say, after Sentimental Hygiene that some of your core audience stopped taking the ride with you?
I don't think it's ever been a case of there being a big audience that stopped taking a ride with me so much as a big audience that accidentally stepped on a Mr. Toad's ride on the way to the Funhouse, on the way to the Michael Jackson Expo. I used to say that I was just a folk singer, that because I'd had a hit record, I was sort of perceived of as like a down-and-out 70s superstar or something, as opposed to a very successful folk singer, which is how I've always seen myself.
Life Will Kill You, to me, easily stands with your best work. The last 10 years, recording-wise, some of the new albums haven't been as widely heard. Transverse City, The Mutineer. Was that disappointing to you?
Well, naturally it was a little disappointing, but, some writers are only appreciated for what they do at the beginning and then what they do at the end of their career. If in fact, if they're appreciated again in their career after the one thing that they were appreciated for, then even that's unusual and lucky. But you just keep doing it if you're a writer. Even if you try not to, you'll keep doing it. Sometimes it'll be better and sometimes it'll be worse from various different points of view.
Outside of making records, you've become in high demand lately from a variety of media. You've contributed music to TV shows, movies. Was this an avenue for your songs that you sought out?
No, like I said, I don't find for my music that seeking anything out does much good. People just come to me for some reason or another. I often never find out why they did. But they do.
And you've become a personality on the small and big screens lately, from filling in for Paul Schaefer on The Late Show to a variety of other TV appearances. And you're set to be in the film South of Heaven, West of Hell that was written and directed by Dwight Yoakam. Did you want to be an actor? Was that an ambition of yours?
It crossed my mind, but I'm certainly not an actor. Tom Waits is an actor. I'm not an actor. But I can do it. It's fun. Well, anything that gives you an excuse not to write is good.
Is that why, since you've become multimedia, you haven't written a book like your buddy Hunter S. Thompson?
Let's remember that Hunter S. Thompson is the finest writer of our generation. He didn't just toss off a book the other day. And no, I never think about writing a book. I'll never write a book.
What was it like performing Lawyers, Guns, and Money at the inaugural party for Minnesota Governor Ventura?
It was a lot of fun, and I just want to go on a record and say that the governor performed a very fine version of Werewolves of London. He was criticized for it, as he has been for many things, but there was nothing wrong with his performance of Werewolves of London.
Speaking of werewolves, I'd imagine every night you get on the concert stage, you have to play Werewolves of London, you have to play Lawyers, Guns, and Money. How do you keep that experience fresh?
Getting on stage is always novel to me. I don't know why that doesn't go away. I mean, I never went on the road for a year or, did any of that kind of touring. But I think in a lot of ways, I'm like the goldfish in the Ani DeFranco song, they go around the bowl and every time they see the little plastic castle, it's like they're seeing it for the first time. That's me. It's happiness. Or bliss.
Life Will Kill You closes with this song that's almost a prayer. It's called Don't Let Us Get Sick. It's such a beautiful end piece. I know you don't write songs anticipating a reaction, but have you gotten a response from people that have heard that song? What's it been like?
I don't know. I think people like it. It means a lot to me.
Why does Don't Let Us Get Sick mean a lot to you?
because it's pretty good, and therefore I consider myself lucky to have written it. And because it has, it has a lot of feelings for a lot of people. And for me to say that it's got a lot of feelings for a lot of my friends in it is quite an admission. It's more than I normally say about my songs.